Why the Color Purple Matters by Dina Smith. I'm poor, black, I may even be ugly, but thank God I'm here. I am here. Alex Walker's words was resonated with audience members, black and whites alike, for all decades. The movie The Color Purple is more than a movie for black community. For the black community, it's often a rite of passage. I have seen it over 100 times, and I do not know many black people who haven't. I can quote it almost word for word. The Color Purple was years ahead of many movements we see today. Alex Walker's words, the standing out performances, beautiful shots, and stunning direction make The Color Purple one of the most powerful films ever made. How many award nominations did The Color Purple receive? 23 awards nominations and 14 wins. 11 of the nominations were for the Oscars. Although The Color Purple had 11 nominations and was highly acclaimed by critics and audience members alike, that it failed to secure one Oscar. The Oscars were not a racially involved or exclusive in 1985. And many people believe that the film was not treated fairly. The film went on to win many awards, including a Golden Globe Award and the NAACP. In 1985, highly regarded films critic Robert Ebert named it one of the best films ever in 1985. Even again, the racial bias that Hollywood can sometimes have against minority groups, it rose to the occasion and got the recognition it so highly deserved. The artistry in the movie alone is majestic. Steven sets up the slow, wide frame shots and captures the swelling hearts of the stillness of the rural South. Whoopi Goldberg brings such a fragility and numbness to Silly. We get to see her survive the abusive circumstances and gain her voice and identity. All characters go through various forms of growth, from some good, some bad. Others from bad to good. Silly's story is one of the resilience and strength. To the black woman of deeper complexion, be the focus of the film struck the core of black community, specifically black women who were not considered light-skinned or viewed just typically pretty. Most people deal with some of their self-esteem issues. Women receive harsh criticisms and treatment depending on the perceived beauty. Silly matters. Silly was the average woman up against the world of pain. Yet, like Maya Angelou said, still I rise. Seemed to be the theme pushing Silly's plot forward. Although there is many more praise for The Color Purple than criticism, there are some negative perceptions about the film. Some critics say that it is not the accurate depiction of a black life in the South during this period. Some men have dismissed the film for its would call it negative portrayals of black men. Everyone, of course, are entitled to their own opinion. The Color Purple, however, is not the story of every black person in the South, nor is it meant to be. Famous television host and actor in the film, Oprah Winfrey, is a fierce cheerleader for the film. Winfrey, in a New York Times article, referred to Cicely's journey being no more or less than an exclusive godfather was to all the Italians. Oprah was expressing the fact that every Italian is not involved in the mob, but for the people who were, the godfather told that story. Silly's story belongs to Silly. We as a people are more than just one thing. Black often find silence in Silly's story. As I come to the end of my speech, or why The Color Purple is one of the most powerful movies ever made, especially for black women, I want to remind you all of a few things. No matter how alone you feel, no matter how down you have been, no matter how impossible your circumstances may seem, no matter how attractive you may think you are not alone. You are worthy of happiness, and like Silly, you will